Okay, so it is time again for another SimCity Buildit video. This time I'm going to talk about mayor challenges, and because there's a season going on right now, it's gambling related. You get the Wild West Casino as the top prize. I want to talk about seasons a little bit. So right now I've got it centered over, I forget the actual name of this thing. What is it, the mayor contest building? I don't know. But this is the building that you access to go for the contest of mayors. Here you can see what your assignments are if the contest has started, and if you click the leaderboard you can see what your score and rank is, as well as if you're at the top of the screen you can see the prizes you could win, how much time is remaining or how long before the next one starts, and the particular league that you are in. Each successively higher league is more difficult, but the prizes are also significantly better. The assignments right now, there are none listed, but once the contest starts, and here it also tells you how long away it is before it starts, the assignments will be listed, and there is quite a few different assignments to be had. Some cost a significant amount of time and effort, and some are pretty simple, and the net reward in plumb bob points is higher, obviously, for the ones that require more time and effort. There is also a thing called a season, and if we click the season tab here on the left, it will open up the season window here. And right now, as I said, we are in a gambling based season, and the theme buildings are based on gambling. Every time that you complete a particular league and get promoted to the next one, you get one of the buildings, with the ultimate goal to get the Wild West Casino by being promoted to the Megalopolis League. And the nice thing about seasons is the buildings are absolutely free. You just get them if you complete and get promoted to the appropriate league. The list of leagues is right here. It starts as neighborhood, and it tells you the top prize. It goes all the way up to Megalopolis, and again it shows you the top prize that can be gained in those leagues. Again, leaderboard, this is what I had last challenge, which ended just over a day ago now. And I ranked number 13, which was not enough to get me promoted to the Megalopolis League. I had 69,240 points, and the number one score was 92,000, which is significantly higher than I had. And he obviously got quite a decent assortment of rewards for first prize. The assignments are what I want to talk about right now primarily. When you are about to start in a contest, you really need to plan ahead, and when you're doing your assignments you really need to plan ahead. Ideally you want to do every high point value assignment that you can get and that you can do. Some of them you just can't manage, and some of them show up so late that unless you have SimBucks to spend, it's not going to happen. When you have a season that is coming up, I just want to mention this real quick, because when I started playing the game I did not realize that when people said, hey, the season's coming up, sign up, and I was like, well, I'm doing the mayor challenges, I'm doing my assignments, I'm getting points in the plumb bob points, why aren't I getting the buildings? Well, guess what? You actually have to come to this screen and click on season, and then if there isn't a season that has started yet, you scroll down to the bottom and click join season if it is available to do so. And you get multiple notices on your game that say, you know, the season is coming up, you can join now, or the season is about to start, you can join now. Once the season starts, I don't know if you can join in mid-process of the season starting. I really don't know, I haven't done that. But you want to join the season prior to it actually beginning. And then you have 8 opportunities to make your way all the way to Megalopolis and win every building available. They have themed buildings that give population boosts. This season ends in 19 days, so still a little bit left to go. Anyway, back to the assignments. Again, we can see here that we are 13 hours away from the contest starting. Now it starts at like 3 in the morning where I live. Maybe it's 4 in the morning, which usually I'm not up at that time, so starting when it actually starts usually doesn't work for me. But that's not a big deal. You don't have to be awake at the time it starts. You just, when you're available, you come check it out, you see what the assignments are, you do what you can do. And especially, I do believe when there's a season, the contest actually lasts longer. I haven't confirmed this, but it does seem that way to me. And you have a decent amount of time to get all the potential assignments done. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I apologize, how many total assignments there are. Let's just say there are 30 assignments that you can do. If you go through and you do all 30 assignments and you have collected, if you look over here on the left, it says golden tickets. If you have collected and have any golden tickets remaining after you complete all of the assignments, or after you have deleted or canceled yourself out of some of the assignments so that there are no assignments available left to do, you can spend a golden ticket to get another one. And at that point, theoretically speaking, you can have up to, if there are 30 to start, 35, because you can spend a maximum of 5 golden tickets for each contest. And it will allow you, let's say if you were lucky enough to get 5 3,000 point assignments, you can potentially get an extra 15,000 points on your score by spending golden tickets. But right now let's focus on how to prepare and get ready for assignments. You really want to think ahead. The contest is starting in less than 24 hours, and I know from playing the game that my neo-simoleons, which are produced from Omega buildings, they're the little blue coin icon here that are floating above my Omega buildings, they produce neo-simoleons and they can be collected, and they produce up to a maximum of 200 per building in a 24-hour period. After 24 hours, they don't produce anymore. Anything that could have been produced is just wasted. So basically you want to collect your neo-simoleons every day, but when you have a contest about to start, somewhere in the 16 to 24 hour range, depending on how long after the contest starts that you're going to actually be able to play, you want to start letting your neo-simoleons build up, because one of the assignments is to collect a certain number of neo-simoleons. You might get that assignment in varying amounts. There might be an assignment to collect 1,600 neo-simoleons, or 1,200, or 900, or whatever the case may be. But if you let your neo-simoleons build up, then you will have them if that assignment shows up early on. And if not, you can just collect them so that they don't go to waste, or you can leave them at maximum until you get the assignment. Same basic concept with collecting taxes. I don't know where your city hall is, but when you want to collect your taxes, they build up for 24 hours and they max out, and then they don't continue to accrue. So you want to collect your taxes every 24 hours, but when you have a challenge coming up, don't collect them again. 16 to 24 hours before the contest actually starts, stop collecting your taxes, let them build up, and that way if you get the assignment to collect simoleons, you have maxed out or built up a large amount of simoleons to make that assignment easier. Now you can also collect simoleons by selling in your trade depot. You can advertise and sell on the global market, or you can sell to friends or club members, and you can obviously collect simoleons that way. There are also videos that you can watch where you have the potential to collect simoleons. You can pop thought bubbles that give you the potential to collect simoleons, You can have in-city offers that give you the potential to collect simoleons. Anything that allows you to collect simoleons is going to credit to the assignment that says collect simoleons. It doesn't matter how you get them. If you get them, it counts. So those are two of the assignments. You want to plan ahead. Another assignment that a lot of people don't think about, I don't think, is the Omega assignment to collect canisters. Now, what I like to do is I like to try to make sure that the 3 canisters that are floating over my research facilities, or wait a minute, that's the research facility. So that would mean these guys are the research center? No. I don't know the names of these places. Okay, so whatever they are, I can't access it and look at it. But I want to try to make sure that the 3 things floating over my buildings that produce the canisters of Omega items are all 1-hour canisters. May not happen. I'm trying to get it that way. And I want to make sure that my research center, whether I have 3 or 4 open slots, I want to make sure that they're all empty. So I'm going to do this canister that I've currently got cooking that's going to produce some stuff in 4 hours. I'm going to use the 3 remaining 1-hour canisters, but I'm not going to collect anything. That way I have 3 open slots when it comes time to collect, so that if I get the assignment to collect, let's say 6 canisters, when I start I can collect 3, bam, right away. I can put one in production and collect another one as soon as it pops out. But by collecting 3 right away, if it's a 6 canister assignment, I've cut the time in half. I've cut my collection time in half. And if each canister that I do is only a 1-hour canister, then if I got to collect 6, I collect 3 right away at start, bam, I fill up my slots, 1 produces, bam, I start another one, it's an hour, so I do that for 3 in a row, and 3 hours after I've started, I have collected 6 canisters. You can cut your time on that assignment down significantly by allowing yourself to collect 3 at once when you start it. If it's a 9 canister assignment, bam, you collect 3, you've only got 6 to go. You can do it in 6 hours if you're on for 6 hours. Every hour you come back to the game, run a 1-hour canister, and you are done. Thinking ahead, while you have assignments that you are working on, for example, let's say you have the canister assignment, it's going to take you 3 to 6 hours to do it, so check your other assignments. What do you want to do next? Let's say there's one that says produce 60 glass. Alright, well, if I can produce 60 all at once, which I can't because I'm not high enough level, but if you can produce 60 all at once while you're doing your canister assignment, go over here, clean out the items produced in your factories, set up to build as much glass as you can. If you can do it all, that's working wonders. If you can't, you may want to readjust what assignments you're going to do in what order. But I always like to plan ahead and have stuff going so that when I complete an assignment, I'm done with it, boom, I accept the next one, and if it works out right, I complete it right there on the spot. So that's a nice thing to do. You really want to think ahead and plan ahead. If you've got an assignment that's going to take a while, let's say for example you have due 2 Tokyo deliveries, all right, so you come up here and you look and you've got an assignment in your list that says due 2 Tokyo deliveries, and it's a 2,000 point assignment, so you're all excited, so you just click yes. But then you come over here and you look at your plane and you see it doesn't show up for 13 hours. Now you're sitting for 13 hours. You send the plane away, you have to wait 17 hours, unless you're going to pay SimBucks to have it show up sooner. You're waiting another 17 hours for the plane to show up again, and that is not good planning. Don't accept an assignment until you are ready to do it. Plan ahead, Be ready for it. If you know that there's an assignment to do Tokyo and you want to do it, okay, look, I'm going to do it in 13 hours. That's when I can start it. I know, for example, by looking at this, I need suits, I need flour, and I need fire pits. Go buy that stuff and have some in stock, so when the assignment is ready for you to start, you don't have to run around and go, hey, can anybody give me some suits or some flour? Prep for it. You've got 13 hours. If you know you want to do it, get the stuff you need, or as much of it as you can. If you want to do an epic building, bam, make sure you got an epic building waiting for you. Open it up. Is it on the specialization you want? Transportation would suck for me. I would change that. Is it on a building you want? Can you transfer the building to a different one? You know, make sure that you prep for everything that you want as much as you can. I have had it so that I prep in advance. I've got one assignment that I'm working on. I've got another assignment that's going to come up. Let's say collect neo-simoleons. I've got them all ready to collect. Let's say I've got one to collect simoleons. I'm ready and waiting to do that. I've got another one for, I don't know, an airplane delivery. I don't know exactly how much stuff I need, but I know what I need, and I've collected some of it, and I'm ready to ship it away. I've got a certain amount of produce and collect a certain amount of stuff. I've got my factories cooking it. I can do 5, 6, 7 assignments back to back to back because I prepped and I was ready. Then I start an assignment that's gonna require, say, 8, 10, 12 hour wait time. I start it, I get ready for it, I go to bed, and I really haven't lost any time because I'm not going to be on the game anyway. It's all about planning ahead. One final thought: if you get an assignment to upgrade a certain type of building, and I'm going to do this right now. Let's open up this. Omega buildings are the easiest, but any building that you start at the base level, okay? You got to get this out of the way and close that screen. It's easier to upgrade it from the base level. Build the building, upgrade it. It gives you, it gives you simoleons, it gives you experience, it gives you population. Push on it, bulldoze it, make it go away. Repeat. You just upgraded a building. It didn't require a lot of resources, or as much as if, say, for example, oh, I don't know, it was one of these that's going up to high level. Okay, I used 1 Omega item instead of, 30 total items, and I upgraded the building. I bulldozed it, and I can start again. If you have 3 of them that you need to upgrade, build 3, okay? Look and see, plan ahead. Put the buildings down, look and see what you need to upgrade it, get the stuff so you have it, and then when you're ready to take the assignment, bam, it's just a case of clicking upgrade, done, bulldoze, move on to the next assignment. Plan ahead, that's what it's all about. I can't stress enough, doing the Mayor Challenge is all about taking the highest point value assignments you can do and planning ahead smartly. Plan your time, plan your resources, be prepared. I see a lot of people that take assignments to do 3 disasters in a row. They've only got 2 or 3 VU items, and then for the next 2 days they're crying, I need VU items, I need VU items, I gotta do 2 more disasters. Why did you take the assignment if you aren't even close to prepared to do it? You can rely on your club members, you can rely on buying stuff from trade to a degree, but make it easier on yourself. Plan ahead, be prepared. Do not take an assignment if you're not ready for it. Do not take an assignment if you cannot do it. Check the time, be aware, know what you're doing, plan ahead, make the smart choices. You'll come out somewhere near the top. Good luck. I hope everybody ranks in the top 10 and gets promoted if that's what they want.